The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship. Introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois.
Punk jaw-jacking with the official about handling. CM Punk, he's won 3 World Championships, 2 WWE titles, Tag Team titles, and also the Intercontinental Championship. He's a 2-time Money in the Bank winner and the 2011 Superstar of the Year. The Rock, he's a 7-time WWE Champion, 2-time World Champion, 5-time Tag Team Champion, and the winner of the 2000 Royal Rumble. Tonight, they collide. Caught with a knee. And Paul Heyman ringside, you just know the wheels are turning in his...
Opponent tied up, but shots to the temple with elbows to the face.
The Rock left an opening for the counter. Into the face. Oh! Short on clothesline by Punk. Ooh, and he stops that offense.
Oftentimes, being ringside is just as dangerous as being in the ring. If a manager wants to preemptively protect himself, who are we to judge it?
Rock defeated Punk for the WWE Championship. He makes the choice to abandon the hold. Face first. Set up. Wait a second. Interesting turn of events here. Yeah, he just drew it.
Oh, perhaps he should have been paying more attention.
Countered by CM Punk. Time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex. Some intimidation tactics from CM Punk. Float over Russian leg sweep. Corey, do you sense any nerves coming from The Rock?
Yeah, just a little bit, and that's to be expected when you take long stretches between competing. But listen, there's a parallel here with the greatest boxer of all time. He, too, had a 10-year gap between championship reigns. So we could say The Rock is in good company.
Despite whatever butterflies are gathering, I don't think The Rock is ever one to question himself or his ability. And reversed into a power slam.
Man, what timing on that counter. And a stomp to the gut.
Looks like a play to go after the legs now. Doing lots of damage with an isolated attack on the challenger's leg.
From the top, he'll make his way to the ring.
I don't care how tough you...
Look at this. Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
When we say high risk, this is the risk we are talking about.
And that could be the moment that changes the whole complexion of this match. To the arm. And one thing the champion never normally has to worry about is getting disqualified. No matter how much Punk infuriates him, The Rock has somehow got to stay within the rules.
And that has likely been leading to a less aggressive Rock, Corey. I think Punk has played his card beautifully, and the stipulation has taken Rock out of his game plan.
Well, this title means so much to The Rock that he doesn't want to do anything to lose the title. But by trying not to lose it, you can lose it.
Yeah, it puts The Rock more into a defensive style, and that's not going to win this match. Caught with a clubbing blow in the middle of the attack. Maybe looking for a powerbomb here. Simple but effective technique to get out of there.
And despite being the champion, Rock has lived this past week without the title in his possession.
Yeah, you even have Paul Heyman on the internet saying, quote, possession is for the title.
The challenger gets a shoulder up.
Keeping a loss at bay for now.
What a punch.
And Rock stayed.
Fired with a straight shot there. Answering back.
Boom.
Neither competitor is backing down.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
All this heavy artillery is really adding up.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe. Clothesline.
The millions and millions are prepared to experience. Did the champ just finish the job?
2. He kicks out somehow.
Just look at the shock on the champ's face.
It isn't over yet. The Rock has to find a way to persevere right now if he wants to end this.
A fierce offense.
Maybe not, maybe not.
What is he thinking right now? Hopefully he does not regret it.
Oh, look at this. Neckbreaker up to the floor. That was pretty. Oh, what a kick. Turns that back on CM Punk. Caught in a bad spot.
Oh, directly targeting the throat. Solid bit of defense on his part there.
Oh, what a neck breaker.
So important now for Punk to close this out as soon as possible. Don't give Rock.
Trying off arm. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. Taking steps toward the top rope.
Take off.
Headed out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. High red district for CM Punk. Up high. Oh, strong impact.
What's he looking for here?
To the groin.
That was low.
He answers right back. Back into the ring here.
No one wants to see a count out, but we're getting close to that.
Neckbreaker to the float over. That was pretty. Oh, Rock answers back. Hoisted up high here. Oh, God, face first.
Using the arm like a billy club. Oh, arm drag.
With the counter. Oh, look at this. Neckbreaker to the float over. That was pretty. Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
From above.
From way up. Double axe handle connects. And he's looking for it again. Heading to the top.
Wants to finish this.
To the sky. Shot down with the axe handle.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
A razor-sharp chop there.
And it remains important to remember, Punk's been a guy who had a 434-day reign as champion. Rock has not been in the ring a ton over the past number of months, so CM Punk wants to take advantage of that.
That is such a good point. There is a callus that grows in a wrestler's body when they've been grinding day in and...
Look at this! Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
Wrong move at the wrong time, directing at the wrong target.
Oh, that can rock you.
And you can practically taste the venom, taste the bitterness and disdain between Punk and Rock with every blow. Back and forth, both men refusing to stay down, both men refusing to let the other get the better of him. This is unbelievable what we're seeing. Stalking from above.
From the top rope. Totally missed that one. Here we go. DDT.
Such a clash of top-tier talents. Both of these superstars believe they are the WWE champion, and...
Well, CM Punk isn't, Wade. Stealing the gold doesn't make you a champion.
Let me... Opponent time! Rock bottom! And that is exactly how a champion...
Yes! The Rock retains the WWE Championship.
The winner of this match, hands...
CM Punk, he's won 3 World Championships, 2 WWE titles, tag team titles, and also the Intercontinental Championship. He's a 2-time Money in the Bank winner, and the 2011 Superstar of the Year. The Rock, he's a 7-time WWE champion, 2-time World Champion, 5-time Tag Team Champion, and the winner of the 2000...
Watch out! Oh, lands right on the knees. That can change everything.
And Paul Heyman ringside, you just know the wheels are turning in his devious brain.
Hey, now, Paul Heyman's a brilliant manager. You could like him, you could dislike him. It doesn't matter. His success speaks for itself.
Well, Punk's been Heyman's meal ticket for a long time, and Heyman realizes the payday that is going to come in WrestleMania if Punk can pull off the win tonight.
Look, Heyman brings a lot more to the table than you're seeing. He's the only manager to manage 3 straight world champions.
And here we go, an electric big fight field in the air tonight in New Orleans. The Rock defending his WWE Championship against CM Punk, who's fully deluded himself into believing that he's still the WWE. Uh-oh. He knew what was coming there. Rock defeated Punk for the WWE Championship. Pin attempt by the champion. A kick out. This one's not over yet.
He was down, but he certainly wasn't out.
To skirt around that attack. And connects with a DDT.
Strong counter from Punk. Face first. Set up. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. And Paul Heyman ringside. He just know the wheels are turning in his devious brain.
Hey, now, Paul Heyman's a brilliant manager. You could like him, you could dislike him. It doesn't matter. His success speaks for itself.
Well, Punk's been Heyman's meal ticket for a long time, and Heyman realizes the payday that is going to come at WrestleMania if Punk can pull off the win tonight.
But Heyman brings a lot more to the table than you're seeing. He's the only
on the top.
Oh, nobody home for that one.
Hooked up. And
Punk clearly ready for a fight here.
big clothesline.
Oh, my goodness. That was a showing of control and aggression. Something they'll want to keep up.
Punch after punch after punch.
I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage.
Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty. Face first. Set up. Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here. Corey, do you sense any nerves coming from the Rock?
Yeah, just a little bit, and that's to be expected when you take long stretches between competing. But listen, there's a parallel here with the greatest boxer of all time. He too had a 10-year gap between championship reigns. So we could say The Rock is in good company.
Despite whatever butterflies are gathering, I don't think The Rock is ever one to question himself or his ability.
Telegraphed into a backdrop.
Ooh, that's going to echo in your ear for a bit.
Oh, my God. Making his way to the top here.
From above!
From way up, a double axe handle. And The Rock is being handled here.
And Punk just continuing to ensure The Rock is unable from the heavens. Punk looking to impose his will.
Double underhook, trying to muscle them over and
Into a backdrop. And despite being the champion, Rock has lived this past week without the title in his possession.
Yeah, you even have Paul Heyman on the internet saying, quote, possession is 9/10 of the law, and that since CM Punk possessed the title, he was the champion.
Now, Heyman is typically a liar, and he's admitted as such. But still, Punk can put all that to rest if he beats The Rock tonight. He'll truly be the champion.
inverted DDT. Lights out.
CM Punk, he's won 3 World Championships, 2 WWE titles, Tag Team titles, and also the Intercontinental Championship. He's a 2-time Money in the Bank winner, and the 2011 Superstar of the Year. The Rock, he's a 7-time WWE Champion, 2-time World Champion, 5-time Tag Team Champion, and the winner of the 2000 Royal Rumble. Tonight, they collide. And Paul Heyman ringside, you just know the wheels are turning in his devious brain. Hey, now, Paul Heyman. Face first. Just within reach of the ropes and forcing the submission to end. Face first. Set up. And he just decides to end the hold. Wonder what he's thinking here. Hammerlock now.
Followed up with a lariat.
Punk looking more confident and comfortable after that maneuver. Oh, God.
And I'm sure CM Punk has the perfect game plan in mind tonight. As the odds are his shoulders down, championship at stake, and he gets the shoulder up.
I'm surprised he stayed down for that long here.
And despite being the champion, Rock has lived this past week without the title in his possession.
Yeah, you even have Paul Heyman on the internet saying, quote, possession is 9/10 of the law, and that since CM Punk possessed the title, he was the champion.
Heyman is typically a liar, and he's been this much. But still, Punk can put all that to rest if he beats The Rock tonight. He'll truly beat from the top. And Rocky not going to allow Punk to roll around with his title any longer.
Got him in his clutches. Slam!
Hit with a back elbow. And he's going to use this moment to regroup, to get his mind right before re-entering the fray.
Oh, look at this. Neckbreaker up to the floor. That was pretty. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. He lets his opponent out of a submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Stalking from above.
Incoming!
Precision punch.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
And with that, Heyman looks on with glee.
And here we go, returning to the ring.
One thing the champion never normally has to worry about is getting disqualified. No matter how much Punk infuriates him, The Rock has somehow got to stay within the rules.
And that has likely been leading to a less aggressive Rock, Corey. I think Punk has played his card beautifully, and the stipulation has taken Rock out of his game.
From way up, double axe handle.
What's this? He's going back up again. Wants to finish this. From the skip. Side steps. Backbreaker.
Toss to the champion doing everything to retain here. The challenger doesn't even allow one count.
He came out here tonight prepared for a lengthy match. He's just getting started.
Had that move from The Rock scouted.
Punk ducks under, grabs the hammerlock, and drops his opponent with a massive line.
Scrambling up the top turnbuckle now.
From above!
On the top. Diving double axe handle.
And The Rock gets sent packing out of the ring. Look out!
A slingshot cross body.
Making that type of athleticism look easy when it is anything but.
Whoa! And completely missed the mark.
Played with fire there and got burned for it.
Such a questionable decision to take that risk at this point in the match. And it remains important to remember, Punk's been a guy who had a 434-day reign as champ. First up top. Right down on the floor.
Crashing and burning in maybe the worst way possible.
To the back, and Rock staying within the rules, doing all he can to not get carried away.
Oh, what a clubbing blow.
Such a clash of top-tier talents. Both of these superstars believe they are the WWE champion, and...
Well, CM Punk isn't, Wade. Stealing the gold doesn't make you a champion.
Let me finish, Michael Cole. No need to get your britches in a bunch. Without a doubt, CM Punk has a champion's mentality. In his heart of hearts, he never lost the title.
Yeah, okay, whatever. And now he and Heyman have made it. So there's no championship advantage for The Rock tonight. Disqualification or count out, he loses the title. He is hurled out and crashes down to the floor.
Going big here.
Slingshot cross body.
Like a heat-seeking missile, hit the target right on the mark. Soaring. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
Calf kick on the money.
That looked nasty. And oh yeah, he's definitely bleeding now.
He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside. Countering that offense. Whip back into the ring. Has to find a way out of this. We're going to shut this down. And the champ can't keep the challenger down long.
What a jaw-dropping show of strength this late into the match.
And Rock is batting down the hatches. These two are loaded.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Each exchange just sat sapping the energy from these two.
This has turned into a violent game of chicken. Who's going to step up the gas first?
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Both superstars just unloading, putting it all on the line.
There's the piece de resistance, if you will. Oh, it's coming. Boom! Shamelessly ripping off the champ.
Realizes the opportunity to win the WWE title is there. Look at Heyman with the official.
Distracted the official, and the official inadvertently blindsided, followed by GTS to the Rock.
Punk is going to Mania.
But there's no official, guys.
I mean, you could have counted to 20 already. CM Punk had this match won, but with the ref down, it simply doesn't count.
Heyman is beside himself, trying to get the official into the ring. He understands that Punk had the title won.
Well, CM Punk wasting no time to try and keep up this offense on the Rock. The Rock groggy, but fighting his way out of that second attempt with a spine buster.
Listen to this place erupt.
The People's Elbow from The Rock. And now to retain his championship. And Punk's still in it.
Oh, second referee gets there. Just not quick enough for The Rock to secure victory. And the WWE Championship still hangs in the balance. Both competitors looking absolutely fried at this point. Who can dig deeper? Oh, no.
Oh, the referee may have rolled his ankle underneath the body of Punk, and Punk down with a kick right to the face.
Huge roundhouse kick to the temple, and the second referee now looks down and perhaps out too.
We need another official yet again.
CM Punk cannot believe what is going on in this matchup.
And Heyman going to hand the Rock's championship to Punk.
Smart decision, trying to take advantage of the situation. The officials are down. Heyman has the Rock trapped.
Oh, Rock ducking out of the way just in time. Heyman almost half-blasted, but the Rock pumped down with the goal to the skull.
CM Punk just tattooed The Rock with his own championship. This has got to be the end.
There is no low CM Punk won't stoop.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the Anaconda.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Punk now looking to reap the benefits of this dominance, dragging his opponent up onto the turnbuckles. High risk, high reward. You're damn right. The plunge. Can we have a new champ after that?
Wasting no time. Into the cover.
CM Punk asked for this. Punk wanted to take on his former best friend, Paul Heyman, and his new partner, Brock Lesnar. But if you ask me, Punk let emotions blind him here.
Yeah, it's all about vengeance for Punk against the man who betrayed him, Paul Heyman. But having to go through Brock Lesnar to do it is no simple task.
But Punk says he's not afraid of the beast. That he can take Lesnar on, no problem. That he can thrive without Heyman in his corner. This match is Punk's chance to prove that, to show he still is the best in the world.
Inciting words from Paul Heyman as CM Punk recently, quote, "Here's the harshest truth of them all. I betrayed you because without Paul Heyman, CM Punk is not the best in the world."
The paradox here is that I firmly believe when Punk and Heyman are alive, CM Punk is indeed the best in the world. But right now, that title belongs to Brock Lesnar. And you know what gives him that slight edge? Having the greatest mind in sports entertainment. Taking flight. Good Lord, taking flight.
However much you think that hurt,
Look out, all the way to the outside.
that had to have hurt just as much as it hurt your opponent.
No one comes out unscathed with a high-risk move like that. Something to note tonight, Brock Lesnar is dominant but beatable. He lost his return match after a decade away to John Cena. He lost to Triple H at WrestleMania earlier this year.
Well, not to disparage the game, but Triple H only won one of 3 matches against Brock over the last year. And as for Cena, you can bet that Lesnar is laser-focused on getting revenge sooner rather than later.
Something CM Punk must do tonight is bring the ferocity. Brock Lesnar is a vicious, unfeeling competitor. Punk has to be the same.
While the emotions involved in this match will help with that, you can tell this is a more intense CM Punk. Punk is more focused and vindictive than we've seen before.
Oh, man! Not a position the Beast Incarnate is used to. The damage starting to pile up, courtesy of CM Punk.
Uh-oh, Punk taking a look over the ring apron now.
He's thinking the steel chair is just what he needs to wreak some havoc here.
He's looking for an implement of destruction under the ring.
And finally, baseball becomes a lot more interesting. Oh, ripped directly into the steps.
And Lesnar making his way back to the ring.
The Beast Incarnate just toying with his dinner right now.
Once more, Lesnar to the floor.
He evades 7 swift and brutal impact. But out of the way of that one.
Picture perfect. Oh my God, steel chair!
Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way.
And guys, how about this? He's got victory in his sights with Brock in this condition. Everything working against Lesnar now.
At the moment, Brock has no answer for Punk's raw determination.
He quickly slides into the ring.
And Lesnar is clearly looking for a fight here.
And he comes in under the ropes now. Brock's good timeout time. Power lock is in. Jeez, he's trying to hold on. Good luck getting out of this. I guess that's one way to do it. Clothesline into the pin.
Is that enough?
And the count stops short of 2.
It might be stubbornness or it might be lunacy, but he is refusing to stay down here.
He's got him locked. Big clothesline.
Ooh, a direct headshot. Just sickening. Using the chair with no caution at all.
Oh, that was a stiff shot with a kendo stick.
Lesnar timed it just right. to avoid that offense. Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
Candlestick wrapped around the head.
Risking it all here. A huge risk, but an even bigger reward.
Returning back to the ring. Beautiful. Neck breaker. Picture perfect. And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Somehow, Punk has Brock Lesnar on the back foot here.
Time to go for a ride. Bang! What a move. Brock Lesnar, Suplex City, Population U.
What a well-placed calf kick there.
CM Punk headed to the top rope.
Wants to finish this.
From the top, diving double axe handle. Again? He's making the climb again? I can't believe this. Here we go. Big hammer connects. Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
Full Nelson, locked in, but getting broken.
Oh, right to the back of the neck.
Sequence of reversals there. Smartly dipping out of harm's way.
Oh, look at this. Oh, the neck breaker. Picture perfect. That was a true pump from way up. Whoa, look out.
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline.
Looking for something, anything under the ring. Those are folding chairs, but they can also fold you in half.
The chaos of this match is practically in our laps. We better get ready to move. Connected hard with the calf kick. Brock getting out of harm's way.
Huge kick connects.
And averting damage there.
Oh, Punk taking a look under the ring apron now.
So many ways he could do real hard with that shovel.
Beating down with a shovel, straight pummeling them with it. This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Oh, in my book, that is some creative offense there.
And slides back into the ring. He's making his way to ringside now. Heading up to the top turnbuckle. From the top. Are you kidding me? And Lesnar can't stop any offense coming his way. And remember, guys, this is the no disqualification match. Punk looking to put it away with a GTS to Lesnar. Lesnar's down. Cover by Punk. And Heyman now gets involved. Remember, no disqualification.
Well, Heyman's already betrayed Punk once recently. Now he does it again, breaking up a sure victory for CM Punk, and now Punk has lost the plot.
Heyman looks like he's about to soil himself. It's about self-preservation for Heyman.
Self-preservation is easy when you have the beast incarnate backing you up.
Put to the F5, but what a counter by Punk into a DDT. Cover now for the win over Lesnar and a kick out.
Late kick out, and Paul Heyman can't believe it, but now straight into the Anaconda Vice grip.
squeezing with all of his might, trying to put down the beast. And Heyman again.
Well, just when it looked like a tap-out was imminent from Brock Lesnar, Heyman involved in proceedings and gets peppered from CM Punk.
And Punk now finally taking his frustrations out on Heyman with the Anaconda in front of the chair.
Paul Heyman paying dividends right there for Brock Lesnar. The distraction enough to give the Beast the impetus to take control once again with that chair.
Not done yet.
Lesnar won't be done until Punk is completely destroyed.
And it looks like that moment is imminent, Corey.
Punk up on Lesnar's shoulders. Brock Lesnar marching around the ring. Oh, it delivers an F5 out of the chair. And this is just the worst position Punk can. Now attempts the cover.
Can he keep him down?
And he kicks out of the pin and one.
Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out yet.
Arm wringer in control.
Trying to get some space and manage it. Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anaconda.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
The ferocity we have witnessed here tonight. CM Punk, opponent completely softened up here. What on earth is he cooking up from this position? Oh my! CM Punk, the plunge! And if that does not do the trick, then I don't know what will.
There's two. Brock's done. CM Punk overcame the Beast, and Paul Heyman schemes.
The winner of this match, CM Punk!
Drew McIntyre steps inside Hell for the third.
Hate is a word we don't use a lot around WWE because there's a certain amount of respect between most competitors. But there is no other word I can use to describe what CM Punk and Drew McIntyre have for each other.
These two have vowed to destroy each other, to end each other's careers here at Hell in a Cell.
The final match in an epic trilogy. I don't know if either of them is going to be able to survive tonight.
It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business. And CM Punk had no business being back in WWE. The company had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight, in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre.
With their opponent all tied up in the ropes, this superstar is just teeing off.
And a backstabber! Shoulders down. And he gets the shoulder up.
It's a little early for an earnest attempt.
Side slam.
Nice. We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that record will ever be topped.
And how long can you last? How deep can you dig? How long will you be locked in this structure? You ask guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels, who had the longest ever Hell in a Cell match in over 47 minutes. Will Punk and McIntyre go longer than that tonight?
You got to think about this. Drew McIntyre has never won inside Hell in a Cell. Punk has. That's going to be adding even more to this match for Drew tonight.
Yeah, McIntyre's been successful in unleashing all of his mind games on Punk leading up to this. From the top, double axe handle connects. Punk never saw that coming.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it.
Here he goes for the win. Gets the shoulder up.
Still has enough energy for the simple kick out.
Devastating elbow strike.
Haymaker after haymaker. Ooh.
No end in sight to this exchange. This is more like a barroom brawl between these two. Blow after blow. Test of endurance at this point.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up. Oh, man, what a strong kick.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and textbook CM Punk.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold. Cinching in the arm wringer, and met with a right hand.
Future shot. Drew has to be looking for that kill shot right now. He has Punk right now.
The Scottish Warrior thinking about the end. The countdown's on. Effective counter.
Opponent lifted up. Jaw, meet knee. Down with a GTS.
Can that finish McIntyre? Man, well-placed calf kick.
And there's another focused attack to his head. Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
Looks like he's opting for Old Faithful here. The steel chair. Impressive awareness from him.
Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
And the same goes for McIntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McIntyre said, Punk, you think you're supernatural, but you are nothing but a man.
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because, for one of these men, there might not be.
Driving the elbow to the face.
And I think everyone knows what is coming up next.
Oh, he flips that around. Oh, clothesline. And CM Punk is in control.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre ruling.
He's finally able to get the reins on this one.
Now's a chance for McIntyre to get back into this match. We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star.
This could be for the win. Kicks out before the 2 count.
His opponent has to be absolutely
Now into the cover. Will McIntyre be able to recover? He's changing his mind. Going for something different now. He's headed to the top now.
struck with a calf kick.
Oh, just beat down with that wrench.
Slip.
McIntyre.
Does McIntyre carry this off?
Oh, he just kicked out.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
And where McIntyre goes from here is unknown. The countdown has begun. Strong counter from Punk.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Sleep.
I guess he doesn't think he's done enough damage to put this one away yet.
I can only imagine the amount of adrenaline coursing through these competitors' veins right now.
What an insane atmosphere. The energy in this building is palpable right now. And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship. And McIntyre goes into the cover. This could do it. McIntyre has finally broken CM Punk.
Here is your winner.
Hate is a word we don't use a lot around WWE because there's a certain amount of respect between most competitors. But there is no other word I can use to describe it.
Come on, like a pride. Rolling tap.
He didn't have much time before his arm snapped. Great job fighting out.
CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This isn't about a win. This is about mutually assured destruction. Beautiful. And a float over.
That was pretty. We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that record will ever be topped.
And how long can you last? How deep can you dig? How long will you be locked in the structure? You ask guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels who have the longest ever Hell in a Cell match in over 47 minutes. The Punk and McIntyre go longer than that tonight.
You gotta think about this. Drew McIntyre has never won inside Hell in a Cell. Punk has. That's gonna be adding even more to this match for Drew tonight.
Yeah, McIntyre has been successful in unleashing all of his mind games on Punk leading up to this point. But is that something clouding his own vision? Come on, stop this. Your point's made. You don't need to keep on doing this. It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business. CM Punk had no business being back in WWE. The company had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight, in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre. Neckbreak right to the float over. That was pretty. And now McIntyre is being neutralized.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
And what's he looking for here?
Call Hunter's secretary. Tell him we found the hammer. Oh, what like patches of hula hammer here. This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
Punk has said this is not the man he wants to be, but Drew McIntyre has taken him to that place. And it's the devil Punk needs to tap into if he wants to walk out of the Hell in a Cell.
Isolating the arm.
Wait!
He just might regret this decision.
Hooked up. DDT.
High rep district for CM Punk.
Wants to finish this.
From way up, double axe handle connects.
CM Punk hoists his opponent.
The goal sweep GTS from Punk.
It's all Punk's for the taking. CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
GTS.
Drew is completely out of it.
Able to parry that one.
Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been, who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
And the same goes for McIntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McIntyre says, Punk, you think you're supernatural, but you are nothing but a man.
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow, because for one of these men, there might not be.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Whoa! Just tossed that sledgehammer like it was nothing.
Come on, this has gotten way too far. Just stop this already. Neckbreaker into the float over. That was pretty.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen, Punk said, despite the best efforts of my family to stop me from going into this matchup, he says, I can't afford a Hell in a Cell match at this point in my career, but if this means the end of my career, so be it. Because I have to end Drew McIntyre.
Well, that just speaks volumes to how deeply under the skin of CM Punk McIntyre managed to get.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Just bashing him with that hammer.
Did you hear the thud of that sledgehammer? Repeating hits like that add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
Smack with the 12-pound projectile. An incredible seated suplex. And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of quote respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight-edge superstar.
Certainly a master stroke of mind games. We'll find out if Drew McIntyre can do what Punk claimed. Did McIntyre summon the devil himself, or has Drew been successful in clouding Punk's headspace? Is Punk's psyche all over the place because he's clouded by rage?
And here he is, heading back into the ring. Oh, what a clubbing blow. Punishing their opponent. Clubbing blows. And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an...
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. And not sure what he's thinking, letting go here. Spin kick to the midsection. He turns it into the Anaconda. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. Finds the mark. Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Got a wrench, looking to tune someone up.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
Remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cocking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh, my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
Were the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away.
No! McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where... Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years. Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, that really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight.
Seth just rubbing it in there.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently when the Scottish Warrior stole the bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. If Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off, it could give him the mental advantage tonight. CM Punk has been very public about the many injuries that Rollins has suffered over the years. He'll no doubt be looking to target those areas tonight.
Rollins' neck, his lower back, that surgically repaired knee. I didn't see the brace. There's no doubt that Rollins is something of a moving target tonight, at least in Punk's eyes. But Rollins can target Punk too. Don't forget about that triceps injury from last year, because Rollins definitely has a pile driver.
Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service. It's going for the cover. A kick out before the referee can get to one.
I suppose you have to take the shot, but it's still too early to wrap up this one just yet.
Clothesline!
Quickly rolling out of the ring to the ringside area. He's maybe gonna re-strategize now.
Back suplex right onto the apron. Imagine having to continue competing after eating the apron like that. And now exiting the crowd area. Here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2020 Fly-In. You gotta be kidding me!
A true sight to behold, only made better by that picture-perfect landing. Seth Rollins just goading his opponent.
He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count.
Heading into the crowd now. This could get dangerous.
And now war is being waged out the sea of fans.
These people didn't know that had front row seats.
This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out all their frustration tonight. Heading right out in the crowd for whatever reason.
The fans in the front rows are getting their money's worth tonight.
He counters with a great reversal.
A complete stalemate of reversals here. Neither one getting an inch. Rollins finding himself in deep trouble here against Punk. No chorus can help this man now.
And it doesn't matter to them where they fight as long as they're fighting each other.
Yeah, he's just running on fumes now.
Back to the ringside area he goes as the referee continues to count.
He's got to make some moves here or suffer the count out.
Getting back into the ring now. Returns to the ring. Beating the count. Climbing up to the top. Looking to go. Here we go.
Over the top and lands awkwardly outside. Perched up top. All the way to the outside.
That was absolute lunacy.
Landing with such force.
Seth Rollins just sitting back and degrading his opponent.
Okay, he should really focus on the match now. We get the point. Looks like the referee's count is drawing things back to the ring. And he heads back into the ring. He's getting back to the ring, looks like.
And he chooses to leave the ring.
Ventures out into the crowd despite the threat of a countout.
And then Schoolboy catching their opponent by surprise. You have got to be joking me. Not even a 1 count. How?
Put into the corner. What could be next? Face first in the turnbuckle. Face first into the middle turnbuckle. And Seth has to love this. Has to love seeing the pain starting to set in on the face of CM Punk. Snap in the neck.
Oh, snaps the leg across the head.
Oh, I think the ring just moved.
And Punk just thrown out of the way. He's heading to the top turnbuckle. Blast off.
Saw that coming in, quickly got the knees on.
Sent straight into the barricade.
Looking to beat the count out and head back to the ring. What a counter!
Turns the tables with an elbow to the gut.
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
It looks like things are spilling out into the WWE Universe.
Going amongst the crowd now.
But remember, countouts are active in this match. Cinches and a head scissors. Ooh, and
that's what I love about WWE. There's no telling where the matches will go.
And Punk making his way back to the ring. CM Punk headed to the top rope.
He caught.
And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
They sing, I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness! Collar! Isn't it over to kick out?
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. I'm coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out. I don't know if it's resiliency, I don't know if it's sheer instinct, but I do know that tonight, CM Punk will not allow Rollins waiting in the corner. Here it comes, the star.
Here's Seth's big chance.
And now going for the victory.
Is this it?
He's still in his fight.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
Seth Rollins in deep thought, hoping to conjure one last move to win this.
Looking for the suplex all the way up. Look at this power. Oh, no.
Chop block.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Got to sleep. Seth has got to dig deep now.
From the top rope. Flying elbow drop. Punk in the driver's seat now. He's got Rollins right where he wants him.
And Punk now lifted. Good reflexes from him there.
Perfect drop kick.
The visionary, the revolutionary, the architect, Seth Rollins, the second city saint, the voice of the voiceless, the ever-controversial CM Punk. A match years in the making has come down to this. Two men, both five-time world champions, physically exhausted, but refusing to relent, refusing to allow the other to take advantage of their exhaustion.
Looks to climb the top rope. Perched up top. To the air. And connects.
Wiping out the competition, but also
Flying.
Good Lord. Taking flight.
what a crushing impact on the outside.
From the top.
Crashing to the floor.
The high risk just resulted in a big splat.
Counter by CM Punk. Boom! Face first. And now thrown back into the ring. Piercing chop.
Just looking to wrench that arm now. Good old-fashioned, tied up in knots, but punches coming back the other way. Looking to get the hell out of there.
Oh, that didn't go as set designed. Jumping neck breaker. Ouch.
Seth Rollins, CM Punk. These two men, two absolute titans in this industry. Similar and perched up top.
Diving knee drop.
He's going back up high. Devastating knee directly to the face.
Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, GTS connects. Will that sew this up for Punk? Seth Rollins has never been known to lay down and hand out victories to anyone.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough. Perched up top. Diving knee drop. Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
And CM Punk is keeping the pressure on, completely taking it to Rollins here. Brilliant countering by both competitors.
Neckbreaker. Picture perfect. And he's going to the top.
CM Punk from the top rope.
Elbow drop from the top rope. And Punk now looking for the pinfall. Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
Each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. Taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're two of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
Float over neckbreaker. Picture perfect. It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. And CM Punk's corner tonight, though. The question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Double leg takedown and trying for a quick pin here.
And he kicks out quick. Still too fresh.
Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm, has the arm trapped. And a series of vicious stomps.
You can feel the resentment building with each stomp there.
He's going outside to regroup, to catch his wind a little bit.
Springboard! Quad shot!
Oh, God, tossed into those massive steel steps. Absolutely no give there.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
A quick cover. And the kick out.
At this point, no way that was going to keep him down. Dropped on the shoulders.
The focus squarely on Rollins there as the triple threat rules will continue to be a factor.
Grabbing an item from under the ring is perfectly within the duties of being a manager. Every strike more devastating than the last.
CM Punk has had a non-stop grin since walking out here. Remember, securing the main event of WrestleMania was never the goal. Winning in the main event of WrestleMania is. Punk fails to do that, and he'll always look back on this night with regret.
Paul Heyman did tell CM Punk that he indeed will one day main event WrestleMania. Paul Heyman said, "I will be with you when it happens," and it has.
Well, no matter the outcome, CM Punk will forever be a WrestleMania main eventer. Capped off with a big one.
Nothing was being held back with each of those strikes.
It's cinched in, a crossface applied with the kendo stick. Perfectly executed.
A struggle here, but it looks like Roman is going to fight his way out of the hold.
Reigns was waiting for that.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company. Bad mouthing.
Chucking his opponent to the outside, surveying the situation, picking up speed. He is looking to do some serious harm.
Backbreaker.
Oh, look at the knees.
Burying knees into the body. You can't get caught in a hailstorm like that if you want to win. Great display of strength with the suplex.
Good Lord, what a shot. Someone's got to get control of this thing. And Roman has set two former allies, which make a lot of sense.
The tribal chief locked and loaded.
Oh, stomping down hard.
That was pretty.
And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder if that is affecting him. Backdrop out of there.
Oh, look at this. Moving into the ring. Hooked up. Shin breaker.
Roman just mocking his opponent now. And that is going to leave some serious worries.
Gets lifted into position.
Oh, that will break your face.
And remember,
Low blow fully connected.
Roman's shoulders are down. He stops the pin.
This isn't over yet.
Beautiful. Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
This is the main event of WrestleMania, and if anyone can dig deeper than most, it is Seth freaking Rollins.
About the neck breakers. These are the kind of attacks that completely throw off your equilibrium.
And now heading back inside the ring.
From the top.
Cross body.
DDT.
Roman, spear. Roman might have it.
Now with the cover.
That's gotta be it.
Just barely making it out.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
Reigns now realizing that he's facing an even tougher level of opponent than usual tonight. He's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something.
Seth Rollins has found his favorite equalizer, a steel chair.
Spin kick to the midsection. Oh, right into a counter.
Connected hard with the calf kick.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter. Jumping neck breaker. Ouch.
This has been a hurricane of
definitely not out at this point.
That'll knock the wind out of him.
Super punch.
Roman Reigns locked and loaded, measuring his opponent. Here we go.
Alabama slam. Wow.
Clothesline.
He's heading back to the ring.
Quick
Sky high. This reverse by CM Punk.
that could end Rollins right now.
2 count, and he's still in the game.
As long as his heart is still beating and there's still breath in his lungs, Seth Rollins will always keep fighting, even if it kills him.
Roman has been denied. This is not something we're used to seeing, and by the looks of things, neither is Reigns.
We knew this one was going to be done, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have done all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry.
God, Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Rollins being subjected to Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the...
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
There is the spear. Will Reigns finish this now?
What a win for Roman Reigns. His pure power game was more than Punk or Seth could handle.
Here is your winner,
Each of these 3 men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk is claiming that for him, this is just business. Taking Reigns and going for a quick cover. Stopping the pin there.
Just clubbing down.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Reigns got turned around there. Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Is having the wise man strategies as opposed to the edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone was profiting from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back out for tonight. Forearm smash. Not just like that, he's busted wide open.
Opening up the floodgates.
A reversal. Well scouted. And And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign. But Punk, he can do it here. He kicks out with authority.
I think this ref might be a little slow on the count.
Get this back into the ring now. All in is. After the float over.
That was pretty. Rollins getting worked on. So important to keep Seth from gaining any momentum.
Double underhook backbreaker.
Such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared up for 10 years.
Jeez, that's going to leave a mark.
Oh, the kendo sticks are flying now. This is just turning into a savage display of violence. Such an underhanded tactic there. And he put out CM Punk. Not letting it happen.
He saw his window closing there.
And he counters. Look out.
Stomp into the ground. Roman in big time trouble. Seth Rollins is your winner. The architect drew up Reigns and Punk's defeat.
Here is your winner,
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original tribal chief, the visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this, to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the two men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE. That this is their world that Punk has stepped into. But they've got plenty of history to work out between themselves too. This is going to be one for the ages.
CM Punk who burst out of the scene. Side dive.
Using the ropes to devastating effect.
Like a missile through the air. A snapmare by Roman Reigns. Looks like he's coming back in.
Managing to evade a precarious position there.
Driver spiked him. That's the WWE equivalent of a helmet-to-helmet hit right there. Just a violent suplex.
Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the wise man strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he's a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. And CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the down.
Shoulders down. Well, that'll break up the pin.
Just in time, too. Put in the corner now.
And what's this manager looking for under the ring? He has no business down there. Chair shot delivered.
Reigns is trying to pick his opponent apart physically and mentally.
And he comes in under the ropes now. Coming down on a chair.
Absolutely impaled on that chair. I can't imagine they're okay after that. Brought down with a neck breaker.
Off the ropes already forming from that kendo shot.
He has him in his grasp.
Delivers the suplex.
Oh, did you hear that?
Punk dodges out in time.
Ready. Hooked up. DDT.
Beautiful. Neckbreaker.
CM Punk has had a non-stop grin since walking out here. Remember, securing the main event of WrestleMania was never the goal. Winning in the main event of WrestleMania is. Punk fails to do that, and he'll always look back on this night with regret.
Paul Heyman did tell CM Punk that he indeed will one day main event WrestleMania. Paul Heyman said, Roman's shoulders are down.
Both competitors digging deep into their will to keep this match going.
Taking this fight back into the ring. Versatility from Rollins. Caught the leg. Got him caught. Into a dragon screw. Game changer. And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out. Setting up neck breaker position.
Stiff shot to the neck.
Bam! God, that's the pin. This might be it. That's the shoulder up and one.
The wear and tear of this match only affecting him slightly, it seems.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never been out the fact that he left the company. Badmouthed the company for many years while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared up for 10 years. He's able to dodge that one in time.
Now he's back into the ring.
Savage headbutt.
Boom, what a punch!
Swift kick finds its mark.
And now Reigns is starting to look like a man who realizes he is the tribal chief with no followers to come to his aid.
This is the main event of WrestleMania, and if anyone can dig deeper than most, it is Seth freaking Rollins.
Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
Right for the kendo stick, and the rights will quickly follow.
This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps, of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image, and the man that opened the back.
Rollins goes into the cover. This could do it. He just broke up the pin in the nick of time. Jumping neck breaker. Ouch. Heading to the top rope here.
Stalking from above. Lift off. Getting sent to the turnbuckles.
Goes under the ropes and into the ring. Beautiful. Oh, neck breaker. Picture perfect.
Stalking from above.
Up high. Wow. Cross body.
each struggling to prove their superiority.
What a power slam! Boom! Rollins steers clear of that.
Brought down with a DDT. Oh, look at this. Neckbreaker to the float over. That was pretty. Oh, that was a stiff shot with a kendo stick. Look down, guys. This is just adding extreme insult to injury. He gets back into the ring. Just tossing that kendo stick with total disregard. Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Rollins has no answer for Punk's well-aimed attacks.
But counted now into a clothesline.
Superman punch from Reigns.
Roman Reigns, target acquired, locked in.
The spear by Reigns.
That's going to keep Rollins down.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry.
We saw that one coming.
Boom, snaps the leg across the head. And he retaliates.
Rollins with a page out of Triple H's playbook. Game over.
Seth Rollins with a stomp.
We've seen this win matches for Rollins.
We're coming for the win.
What's he got planned for him?
Right to the back of the neck for a blow. Good night. Neckbreaker after the float over. That was pretty. Uh-oh, suicide dive.
Throwing all caution to the wind.
And boy, did it pay off. Bringing this back into the ring.
Into the short clothesline, and Punk is on a roll.
And his whip incoming.
You gotta be kidding me. There you perched up top.
Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up. You're looking for a neck breaker here. No! Forearm to the base of the skull.
Exiting the ring.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned? Taking a shot from the stairs. Right to the head.
This capacity crowd is beside themselves tonight. And to tell you the truth, as am I, an instant classic. That's what we are all witnessing at this very moment.
You took the words right out of my...
Throwing caution to the wind. An absolute misfire. You really do hate to see it.
And now it's about trying to continue.
Quick takedown, double leg, and a high stacked pin here.
Stopping the ref's count.
In the nick of time.
Defiant counter to Reigns. No count out as he takes things out of the ring. Reigns back out again. And now he gets back into the ring. Calf kick finds the mark.
There's blood in the water now. He better be careful.
He gets sent straight down to the floor. Oh! Oh, here you go. Both arms hooked.
That could finish off Roman.
Oh, just like that. He stops the referee's count.
Yeah, he was not willing to chance things at all. Double underhook backbreaker.
Beautiful. Over neck breaker. Picture perfect. Watch out.
Rollins Roman's looking to bait his opponent into a mistake.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable.
We are getting up close and personal with this match. Hopefully it doesn't come any closer.
Attacking the torso again, doing a little more damage. Hey, leave our table out of this.
Now they're clearing it off, preparing for something dangerous.
Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect.
Dallas.
Oh, the steps. You gotta be kidding me.
You heard the thud on the steps. I guarantee that was the sound of bones shattering.
Boom. Punk scaling the turnbuckles. From way up. Down, double axe handle.
Roman just adding salt to the wound right now.
Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring. Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
In on the throat.
Oh, man.
Set up in the corner now.
Dismantling the arm in the corner. Gotta hurt.
Feet tied up. Has to be feeling vulnerable here.
Stiff kick.
Backs. Uh-oh.
Fights back and drops him with a bulldog.
Right in the breadbasket.
Looking to explore things ringside now. Turns the tide with a knee to the abdomen. Bang! Crucial counter there. After the floater, going for the cover. He might just have it. And that breaks up the pin. Hooked up. DDT. Sent flying out of the ring here.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Heading back into the ring now. Uh-oh.
What a counter into the back body drop.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
Set down.
He's headed out to the ringside area. Running knee. Seth's interested in what's under the ring at the moment.
He grabbed the kendo stick, and now business is really picking up.
Neckbreaker after the float over. That was pretty.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Go to sleep. Is it enough for Punk? Man, that is going to leave some serious wounds.
Seth Rollins desperately needs to figure this out.
CM Punk is firmly in the driver's seat.
Listen to this place. Smash out. Seth is down for the count. He comes off the pin.
It's not over yet.
Jawbreaker counter to get out of that.
And I also see a cut on the face of Punk. Roman with his opponent down. We know what he's aiming for here.
And down for the count.
Seth Rollins is your winner. The architect drew up Reigns and Punk's defeat.
Here is your winner, Seth Freaking Rollins.
Each of these three men believe they're the only one who can walk out here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. Taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do. To win titles.
Well, Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're two of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM...
Suicide dive! Whatever it takes to win.
That was absolutely unreal.
Coming in at breakneck speed. CM Punk will burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW run by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone is drawing from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
I'm sure a betting man would tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against two younger competitors who have been on top in WWE for the past decade. However, that's when Punk does his best work, when he's backed into a corner on the biggest stage possible.
Going for
Suicide dive!
Showing reckless abandon. There was every chance that could have gone wrong, but instead, it was right on the money.
Turns that in his favor. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
Seth Rollins hooking up his opponent.
Small package driver. CM Punk has had a non-stop grin since walking out here. Remember, securing the main event of WrestleMania was never the goal. Winning in the main event of WrestleMania is. Punk fails to do that, and he'll always look back on this night with regret.
Paul Heyman did tell CM Punk that he indeed will one day main event WrestleMania. Paul Heyman said, "I will be with you when it happens," and it has.
Well, no matter the outcome.
And he goes for the pin. He breaks up the pin attempt.
Rollins with a head of steam. Big air. The stomp connects.
Seth could end it there.
Ah, shit breaker. And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived at the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
The neck breaker. Picture perfect. And these attacks are spelling nothing but trouble. And we might be seeing a competitor crumbling before our very eyes. He's going up.
Blast off!
Crossbody.
Rollins getting work done. So important to keep Seth from gaining any momentum.
And Punk gets countered there. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation.
Picture perfect drop kick.
force his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stop. Everybody down.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now, Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
You're missing the point, Cole. The visionary Seth freaking Rollins has once again pulled the ace out of his sleeve in Las Vegas. Rollins now, opponent defenseless.
Countered by CM Punk.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
Setting up for something here. Picture perfect. Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world.
Got him in his grasp.
Driver spiked him.
The tribal chief has acquired the target. This ends now.
Spear! That spells doom for Rollins.
Gets the reversal. What a counter. What a display of strength here. He wants damage. Win. Kicks out after one.
Deep into this one and not even getting a 2 count.
Denied via a wicked punch to the stomach.
And enters back into the ring. Neckbreaker. Picture perfect. Being carried around now. Yeah, with a power slam.
The wear and tear on Punk must be turned. Rollins has the target acquired. Here it comes.
Stop.
Did Rollins get enough of it?
Lift off. Axe handle from the middle rope.
What's it going to take to end?
Reversal into the inverted DDT.
On a well-placed calf kick there. We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns...
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Gone too steep. That spells
Launched right out of the ring. Oh, look at this. With a float over. That was pretty. No. A slingshot cross body.
Making a splash on the outside with a truly reckless attack.
Using the chair with no caution at all.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Rollins has no answer to Punk's well-aimed attacks. Calf kick on the money.
Oh, man.
What a shot. Straight brutality coming right at him. And now he's back into the ring.
Rollins making perfectly clear who the visionary is in this match.
Absolutely. Down the road with the schoolboy. Shoulders are down. He breaks the ref's count before two.
You've got it, kid.
Reigns put his stamp on this one. Beautiful. Right into the cover. What a win for Roman Reigns. His pure power game was more than Punk or Seth could
Here
handle.
is your winner, Roman Reigns!
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original tribal chief, the visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this, to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the two men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE. That this is their world that Punk has stepped into. But they've got plenty of history to work out between themselves too. This is going to be one for the ages.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. And CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But
Down to the pin, and he breaks the pin right away.
I didn't think that was nearly enough to put him away.
Roman Reigns, look at this, just clothesline after clothesline. Hammering clotheslines. Neckbreaker. Picture perfect. Just having Paul Heyman back in his corner, even the scales here for CM Punk. Just having the wise man strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns.
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns.
DDT! CM Punk who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW run by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. In the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
Just like that, Roman gets stopped. Neckbreaker. Picture perfect. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company. Badmouthed the company for many years. Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Except there's a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
Not looking good. In this position, ferocious power slam.
Schoolboy line to put this one away.
Punk power down, still going strong.
Don't know how he can't get more than a 1 count at this point.
And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
And Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business.
What an axe handle. Hitting calf kick finds its mark.
No, suicide dive!
Whatever it takes to win.
Throwing all caution to the wind and flying around like a bat out of hell.
Float over a Russian leg sweep. And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived at the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
This is the main event of WrestleMania, and if anyone can dig deeper than most, it is Seth freaking Rollins. That was more than enough to bust him wide open.
Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way. Getting dangerously close to our announce table.
Picture perfect. The chair projected right to their face. And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Roman really having trouble with his defense.
Look out. All the way down to the floor.
That is a long trip down for nothing but bruises and possibly broken bones.
This is what can happen when you take such risks like that. Brought back into the ring from the floor now. Setting course to the top turnbuckle.
Seth turns from the top.
Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
And I think there was a moment's hesitation before the leap, and it made all the difference.
Disastrous turn of events could change the whole complexion of this match. He's climbing the turnbuckles to the top.
Taking flight. Oof.
Take off. He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
Seth Rollins has found his favorite equalizer, a steel chair.
Under the ropes and back into the ring.
And it looks extra bad now as we see some blood pouring out.
Tremendous pressure being applied in this head crank. From the top. Double handle connects.
And another climb. He's making a statement.
Taking flight. Axe handle finds its target.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
From above.
Here we go.
A helter-skelter attitude here. Getting to the bottom and going back to the top.
CM Punk connects with a Uranagi. And
He makes the choice to abandon the hold. And out. That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
you're missing the point, Cole. The visionary looking to end this thing for good. And there's the stop.
Now Rollins needs to end this.
Covers, wasting no time.
This could be it.
He manages to kick out. What strength.
A kick out, and Reigns is still in this.
And we know Rollins has a temper. You have to think he's starting to get in his own head a bit.
And the knee. This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
Into the ring again now. Stops the kick. Clothesline takes him down. Forget about it.
Getting out of harm's way.
With authority.
Tagged with a punch. He's in for something bad.
Uranagi with a
Pin. This could be it. Pin attempt broken up.
Things are heading ringside now.
To cover up as his head is clearly the target here. And now he's headed out of the ring.
What's Roman doing? Looking around under the ring.
He has a kendo stick in hand, and this place just turned into South Swanson Street. Ooh, a vicious shot right to the dome.
This way. Seth leaves again. Springboard Swanton Bomb.
Cut down to size with that.
He gets into the ring. And he's leaving the ring for the moment. Taking to the floor. And he's got no worries about the count.
Seth Rollins just goading his opponent.
And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this?
And of course, kendo sticks are always under the ring in the event of any road ninja attacks.
CM Punk.
Boom! Read that one.
Good reflexes there. We knew this one was going to be done, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now?
And he's taking this to the outside now.
He's headed out to the ringside area.
Moonsault.
Taking it right to the midsection.
Rollins making perfectly clear who the visionary is in this match.
No count out as he takes things out of the ring. All right, he's got to refocus up now.
He's heading back to the ring.
Taking this to the floor.
Rollins with a head of steam. Big air. Stomp.
Reigns is in deep peril here.
The WWE Universe can't believe what these Warriors are doing to one another. And Roman's shoulders are down.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory.
The following
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world.
This has been one of the most heated rivalries we've ever seen. Brett and Shawn are just so diametrically opposite. I don't think there's any way they could ever coexist peacefully.
It's really a matter of pride versus arrogance, and each of them are guilty of both. You can literally feel how much tension there is in the air here in Montreal.
It's been rumored that if he loses here tonight, this might be Bret's last match in the WWE.
Launching all the way to the outside.
Like a heat-seeking missile right on target.
And just as destructive.
And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever do it. But tonight, I don't think either man cares about showing off technical skill. These two just want to fight.
When it's gotten to this level, when it has become so personal, there is nothing else to expect. All that is left is a down and dirty fight between two guys that hate each other's guts.
Sliding into the ring now. My goodness, did you hear that chop? Counters to gain the advantage. Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring.
Blast off! You gotta be kidding me!
Really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one. Just from a style standpoint, Bret and Shawn are totally opposite. Bret's slow, methodical, with a technical approach versus Shawn's fast, explosive offense.
We also know that neither of them is above doing whatever it takes to get the advantage. We could go back and forth about which style is better, but it all boils down to simply who wants it more.
Michaels with the awareness. And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal crowd. In fact, Michaels and his D-Generation X posse have been nothing but juvenile to everyone they've encountered.
Well, delinquency is in the eye of the beholder, Michael Cole. You might not like that kids are getting detention mimicking DX, but you can't deny they've struck a nerve through every arena we visit.
Bret Hart with a rough blow there.
Yes!
Hitman is performing with such precision right now.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here. That offense will definitely knock the wind out of him.
Crucifix. This personal rivalry goes so far back. You can see the seeds of it when they were both tag team. Uh-oh. Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
Missing big there. Might have got entangled in the ropes.
Didn't have it lined up. He's now paying for it. Oh, quick crucifix. What are they doing here? Disheartening position for HBK.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution. Change of plans, a hint to the stomach.
Every counter being answered with another.
He's got something coming. Wow, what impact! Figure 4. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. Bret lining him up from the top turnbuckle. From the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord.
The champion is willing to take every risk tonight.
Force the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection. And something Bret has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here.
Looking to end this. How on earth could he not keep him down for even one at this point?
Leaning against the turnbuckle now.
Oh, and it's reversed.
I think that throw moved the entire ring.
The Hitman looking to inflict even more punishment in unique fashion, like only the excellence of execution can. The ring post, figure 4 leg lock applied. Bret's bent on destroying. HBK with moves like that.
Side Russian leg sweep. And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but as quickly as going away buys his Heart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
Trouble making it to a vertical base, and it looks like it's only going to get worse. Pile driver on its way. Spiked. Sit out. Pile driver.
Are we about to see a title change here?
Makes the cover. He breaks the ref's count after one.
Somehow able to kick out before a 2 count. How is he still going like this? Brett gets out of the way in time.
Oh, wiped out with the crossbody.
Nice Russian leg sweep.
Beautiful side Russian leg sweep. The body continues to take a toll. You can just see the complete agony written on their face.
All of those targeted attacks on the body, on their midsection, just a complete lack of remorse here.
Oh. He is looking to do some serious harm.
Uppercut right on target. Wants to finish this.
Look out! Completely missed the mark there.
The better of HBK. Big takedown. Oh, vicious body shot.
Looking like a game of tit for tat. Boom.
It's just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown drag-out affair.
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Barely anything left, but still slugging away.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
What impressive determination from both competitors. Keeping at each other.
A blind hurricane of fists. No end in sight.
That shot ends things. Going straight to the top turnbuckle. And Brett off the top rope with the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
and now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade. Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move. Brought down by a crucifix.
The Hitman now taking his opponent down. Grapevine locked in. Sharpshooter applied.
So much pressure being applied to the spine by this submission hold.
And for some reason, he just broke a cover for the championship. Bret retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman.
who knows what Brett is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.
Folks, I can already warn you, this match will not be for the faint of heart. The war of words between these two men, CM Punk and Cactus Jack, has come and gone, and now it's time for a war of wills, a war of weapons, a war of whatever sadistic machinations have been running through these men's minds.
It does not get more hardcore than the EC. Incoming!
You gotta be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense, but I can't say it didn't pay off.
From the top, through the air, and connects.
Fueled by emotion, doing whatever it takes
To the sky. Good Lord, taking flight. The 1-2 punch of high risk.
Look out!
Whoa, look out. Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move.
Cactus Jack can really brawl with the best of them, especially the more physical the match gets. In fact, that increased physicality only seems to fuel him even more in a fight.
Yeah, that's the sadistic nature of Cactus Jack in full effect. Cactus knows how to tap into something dangerous, something unpredictable, something that most superstars wouldn't even dare to go anywhere near. But as we all know, CM Punk is just built different. And when Punk has to, he can tap into something dangerous himself.
Even though Cactus Jack and CM Punk have never faced off from the ring, Punk has had confrontations with Mick Foley in the past. In 2012, Punk brutally attacked Mick backstage.
And that attack almost led to a Survivor Series match where Punk and Foley would have served as team captains. But as they say so often, cards subject to change.
Well, I, for one, am glad. That match would have been a battle by proxy. This one is a hardcore war happening right in front of our eyes.
Great in-ring IQ on display there.
Ooh, merciless looking blow. As these two extreme legends brawl, I just have to sit here and appreciate the atmosphere that we are seeing falls.
He's going for the pin. There's a shoulder up almost immediately.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole, his opponent included.
Bang!
Playing possum. Shoulder
Breaks his own pin for reasons unknown to us.
face first into the chair.
Oh man, Cactus Jack looking worse for wear.
Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Good Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair.
Punk is locked in on his opponent now.
And Jack has looked to the ring apron looking for something.
He is looking to unload on his opponent with that kendo stick.
Oh, look at this. Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
I'm really not sure why they've taken the fight to the stage here.
Yeah, I don't think anything good can come. from this. Neckbreaker. Precarious place to have a brawl. The entrance stage is not a forgiving surface to land on.
One wicked attack after another.
And things backstage are getting quickly out of hand.
Oh, they're done playing nice. They've got some serious aggression that needs to be worked out, and this just might be the best way to do it.
Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty. Oh, nothing safe about that. Just chucking that fluorescent cone. Oh, my God. Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. What impact. Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects, and now an Anaconda Vice locked in.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Getting smacked in the head with a chair.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
That puts an end to that, thank goodness.
Ducks out of harm's way.
Beautiful neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty. Oh, my God.
Jack just got out of there. Not letting him finish that thought.
Bang! Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world.
Whoa! Piling on with the pylon. Ooh!
Ow! Oh!
What impact.
And averting damage there.
Oh, my! Hit by the soaring cone. Wow.
Look at this. This can't be good. Bam! What a slam. Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Oh, no, I can't imagine what's going to happen next.
I can't wait to find out. A plethora of ways to get imaginative up there, none of which are sanctioned by the WWE.
And Punk making his way back to the ring. From the top, diving double axe handle. He's looking to go high risk from the first up top. Diving knee drop.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
From the sky, face meet knee.
Just amazing athleticism being shown here.
Violent artistry, courtesy of Cactus Jack and CM Punk. That's what this bloodthirsty crowd clearly wanted. And now, that is exactly what they are getting.
Hit on CM Punk. Shoulder up even before a 1 count.
He was prepared for this. He knew this match would go the distance. Gets out of dodge.
Back and forth, counter after counter.
And now he gets back into the ring.
Stooping low there, but who are we to judge?
Jack already inflicting offense on Punk. We know Cactus is only getting started.
Punk now locks in that double underhook. Hoist it up.
Oh, the elbow connects. And it's Cactus Jack with the reversal. He left an opening. And holds back Cactus Jack's attack.
Back and forth, neither Punk nor Cactus Jack relenting. Talk about an absolute battle.
A battle of wills with both of these men showing the ultimate willpower. Just an all-time violent classic we're witnessing right now. Getting put against the turnbuckles.
Ooh, he fades out.
What a display here. Counters on both sides.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Punk pounding away. Now he's going to go up to the top rope. What on earth does CM Punk got planned here?
Punk looking to go for broke. Underhooks both arms. Here we go from the very top turnbuckle. The plunge. Cactus with a cause for alarm.
Going for the pin. Is this over?
2. Good Lord. CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW arena.
Here is your winner, CM.
This is it. No holds barred between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors.
Going for an early pin. Looking to steal one there, perhaps.
That's jumping the gun. It's just not time for a pin yet.
Two-man fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
Rebellious, hard-headed, venomous. Just a few of the words you could use to describe both CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin. But which of them is the biggest, the baddest, the best? Tonight, Austin and Punk aim to find out in a no-holds-barred match. Really something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold.
Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy. Punk might well stay elusive and give Stone Cold the runaround.
Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the others' contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin Owens in a main event battle at WrestleMania 38, which was also a no-holds-barred match, I might add.
That was definitely impressive, guys, but look at the list of competitors that Punk has stood toe-to-toe with in the ring. Kane, Triple H, The Rock, and The Undertaker. Some of them he beat, some of them he didn't, but what's undeniable is that Punk is not fazed whatsoever by the legend that accompanies the biggest names of the Attitude Era.
Right in the kisser.
A consistent attack here from Austin.
I guess no answer for Austin's pure aggression right here.
And then there's Chris, hammered away.
Stone Cold showing Punk just how mean he can be. Powerbomb position. But right hands create separation and an escape.
When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak than ever.
I'm not so sure that's humanly possible given the depths we've seen Punk sink to in order to secure a win, but I do not doubt the words of the Rattlesnake. When you're in the ring against Austin, you have to be at your best, and CM Punk will certainly need to compete at his highest level to date in order to secure a win.
Gets out of there with an elbow to the gut.
Oh, we have to get the hell out of the way.
And Punk making his way back to the ring.
A little cockiness. Well, that should teach him to not celebrate before the match is even over. Austin going big.
Stone Cold Stunner. CM Punk doesn't know where he is.
Austin. Punk sidesteps out of that.
When asked about the locker room with Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need one or two moves to beat him. As for the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group, but all that aside, the Rattlesnake is veering into overconfidence with a comment like that. Could a legend like Austin beat most competitors handily? Yes. But to think he's also an echelon above first ballot here, Austin going big!
Stunner by the Rattlesnake. That's it. Call Radiant do that again.
Finished.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
And Austin is in a state of disbelief. Thought he had this match in hand, but it will continue. Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the Rattlesnake, doesn't it?
Look, nobody's going to bet against Austin in a no-holds-barred match. You think a man with an extensive MMA background like Punk doesn't know a few illegal moves that are normal grounds for disqualification? Well, tonight he's got them in his back pocket to snare an unsuspecting Rattlesnake.
And the ref can't even start the count.
His resiliency on another level. This match. Opponent lifted up. Jaw. Meet knee. Sleep. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs? What? How on earth?
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin. He's reaching under the ring for anything useful.
This is not good. That shovel could do some serious damage. The WWE Universe is on their feet watching this war unfold.
And much like the two warriors competing here tonight, I can assure you they won't soon forget it.
Austin going big. Stop. That could be Punk's demise. Stone Cold comes out on top. CM Punk has been defeated.
your winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Stone Cold Steve Austin, still the toughest, meanest SOB around. Even CM Punk couldn't get the better of him. Just goes to... CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd here in Chicago.
They are feeling the heat indeed. The ring psychology we're about to witness from these two is something that will be studied for years.
Two men who met decades ago before either one reached their heights. But now Punk and Eddie are so evenly matched. This already might be a match of the year candidate.
Oh, float over Russian leg sweep. CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. It would be 4 years after their initial...
From way up. Time to go for a ride. Bang! What a move!
This Chicago crowd getting even more excited. CM Punk is showing what he's capable of against Eddie.
Turns that back on CM Punk. You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight.
Up the rope he goes. First up top. Knee drop. And he's looking for it again. Heading to the top.
Stalking from above.
Taking flight. This is going to be a slow, methodical match as much as it'll be a psychological one. Right now, I really can't tell who's got the advantage.
Punk and Eddie are so technically matched. I really think this one's going to come down to opportunities. Not only who can create them, but ultimately who can capitalize the fastest when those opportunities arise.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills and in-ring knowledge that equals that of Latino Heat. So you better believe Punk is determined to prove he's the better competitor tonight.
Ah, look at this, just cranking it out. Lights off, DDT connects.
Oh, the knees at the last second.
Got them off their feet here. Oh, man, taking it to the trachea.
Look at the eyes, piercing daggers right now. Springboard, but caught.
Caught in midair. Powerbomb. can set you apart from the rest of the locker room. Incredible agility. Spin kick to the midsection. Neckbreaker and a float over. That was pretty. Punch connects. High rent district for CM Punk. From the top, double axe handle connects. And Punk is really putting the pressure on. Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here. Take off. Delivers an axe handle. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
Mongolian chop.
CM Punk has an in-ring IQ. It's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who...
Punk now lifting his opponent up. A back sleep.
No way Eddie's coming back from that.
Looking to go up high.
From the top rope. And nobody home on that one.
That didn't look good at all. A ringside doctor's on hand if needed.
Neckbreaker. Picture perfect. And the momentum is shifting away from Eddie.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off.
Wards that off. What a response.
I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and top.
Fends off the attack with an elbow. Guerrero might be waking up.
Looks like he shook the cobwebs and he's turning it around. Averting danger with an elbow to the stomach.
DDT. Overwhelming offense down from Punk.
Eddie needs to start reacting quicker.
Where the height. The knees caught him. Could be a turning point. The head scissor takedown. Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But it was
On the top. Oh, got the knees up just in time. Oh, man.
Listen to this place. It's electric. Oh, man. A face scrape with his boot. Oh, what a knee strike. Hit on CM Punk. Quick count out after one.
You've got to be kidding me. How was he able to kick out at this point?
Is it enough? Is this the end?
This is absolutely unreal. We might just be witnessing the very embodiment of fight forever.
Loving blow.
Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent, and a butterfly backbreaker.
He's headed up high. From the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord. Oh, and he manages to reverse. Strong counter from Punk.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. GTS connects.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
With the high frog splash. Oh, look at this. With a float over. That was pretty. First up top. Off the mark. Guerrero's falling victim to the onrush right now.
Punk is proving hard to deal with.
Oh, shot. Spinning cross body.
Great rotation. Unbelievable athleticism. Just going for it all and landing a direct hit.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Punk never saw that coming. And Guerrero was finally able to mount some resistance with that.
And he was being tested and was finally able to get some offense of his own.
And Punk has got to feel like he did back when he was a rookie. He still doesn't know how to handle Latino heat.
In a well-timed counter.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anaconda vice grip.
The hold is locked in. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Textbook suplex.
Beautiful. Neckbreaker into the...
He might have him.
Punk did it here in Chicago.
Here is your winner,
CM Punk, Triple H, set for a one-on-one action tonight. And championship main event implications on the other side of this match.
Triple H looking to dash CM Punk's WrestleMania main event dreams, stating that he's only doing what's best for business. Triple H has served as a proper roadblock for Punk this long. Can he continue to do that here tonight? There's a lot to say about these men's thoughts about our business. Who is right or wrong could be a matter of opinion, but I'll admit, most of the WWE Universe certainly sides with CM Punk.
Watch out! Body from the top!
Struck with a calf kick.
Triple H getting dismantled here.
Yeah, Punk clearly hell-bent on putting the game out of commission.
And Punk continuing his quest for change, knowing he has to get through the King of Kings first. Both of these men considered master technicians in their own right. Triple H, of course, loves to play mind games. Loves to get the psychological advantage over his opponent.
Absolutely. So if Punk has any chance of defeating the game tonight, he's going to need to tune all of that out, which is easier said than done, especially when you're facing off against the man who signs your checks.
Capitalizes against the game.
And we have to look at Triple H's motives tonight.
Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here. Oh, look at this. Neckbreaker to the floor. That was pretty.
And taking it to the game. Punk doing something a lot of people in that locker room want to do. Triple H gets ejected from the ring.
Perched up top.
You gotta be kidding me! From ring post to ringside, risking it all. From the top, good Lord, taking flight.
Betting it all on a daring leap from the top.
And it paid off for the moment.
CM Punk from the top rope.
A gruesome landing. I don't know how you walk away from that. The seeds of this battle go back to CM Punk's frustrations with the company. Seeing head figures not listen to the people, not give the best in the world his due.
Yeah, and Punk wasn't going to take it anymore. The brass never wanted a guy like CM Punk to succeed. Never wanted to acknowledge his cult of personality. And now Punk is forced to see him sky high. Through the air. It connects.
Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
Introducing the steel chair into this match.
I have a feeling we're about to get a front row seat, gentlemen.
Oh, boy. Clearing up our announce desk.
Oh, nothing good is going to come out of this. We need to head for higher, safer ground right now.
Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps. Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows. And a stomp to the gut.
They're lining up their opponent. And what do they have in mind? Oh, knee drop.
Woo! Elbow drop. Able to steer clear of danger there.
Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect. And now he's going to the top rope. Perched up top. Through the air. And connects.
No matter who you are, when you crack. On the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
Face first into the chair. My God. Did you hear that chair shot?
This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
Beautiful.
Ooh, neck breaker.
And CM Punk is in control.
With this offensive onslaught, Punk clearly sending a message to Triple H.
And Punk making his way back to the ring.
CM Punk connects with a Uranagi.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
CM Punk really trying to up the ante at this point as he climbs the turnbuckles and drags his opponent up there too. Arms hooked up. Oh, God. The plunge connects. Glazed eyes on Triple H now. Oh, and shoulders down. Got the cover.
Punk did it. Punk's going to the main event of WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, CM